Hey guys, I'm Lauren and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the red subscribe button so that when I do upload videos, I've been uploading once a week, you guys won't miss it. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. So today, I'm gonna move this closer. I'm actually like just in my kitchen right now. I kind of just woke up from a nap. One of my biggest things right now is like trying to transition my, like, I've always been a person that's like super on go. So like I really love to decorate. I really love to have, you know, my closet all bomb and organized and blah blah blah, but like time wise I just have never taken the time to do stuff like that. So now that I'm like home and I'm sitting at home, it's like making me want to do more. So like I am transforming what was my dining room into kind of like a workspace, because like we never really sat at the dining room table anyway. And I'm going to use this area right here where my TV is sitting. So my TV is sitting this way to face the living room over there, which is where I normally do all my other videos with the white couch. The TV will be mounted up on the wall, and then I'm just going to use this bar space as dining room so that I have like a space to like plan photo shoots and set up like kind of like a mini office, but because it's out in my living room and dining room, I'm not gonna make it look like an office, if that makes sense. It's gonna just look very like loft, work from home, but make it fashion. Yeah, so I have that going on behind you guys, so it's like kind of crazy. I started organizing the season of solo stuff onto a rack and realized that I needed more than just a rack. What I've really realized in the quarantine is that it takes a lot of discipline to do this stuff. If you are a business owner, or you know, like you are a brand, or even if not, like even if you don't care about none of that stuff and you just go to work every day and you have a family, or you go to work every day and you're trying to balance the social life, or you know, you have a hobby that you're trying to get into, or whatever the case may be, life takes a lot of freaking discipline. And I think that in this whole quarantine situation, since I'm having to really manage my time well since working from home, and I actually have the time to sit and think about, okay, you could have done this versus this, you could have got this accomplished on that day, but you didn't, you chose to do this. I think it's like really hit me like, yo, you need to, your discipline is not where it needs to be. Like, and I feel like for me, discipline is like something that once I master it, it's going to help me so much. So you guys know I have a clothing brand. I'll show you some of the stuff. The sleeves are extra on this dress, and it's full leather with the tie around, and then we have t-shirts. We have t-shirts as well. So this is one of our t-shirts, Brown Girl Grinding. We also have unisex stuff too. Right here, this is one of our unisex t-shirts. And then this is another one. So this also comes in a hoodie as well too. When you're doing it, you know, without like a huge team and people to kind of like set dates and times and, you know what I'm saying, like targets and focuses and all that stuff and goals for your week, as far as like planning your week and stuff, right? It becomes a task of its own to just like be able to do so much at one time and each thing 100%. Really love fashion. It's always been a thing of mine to have a clothing brand, or and like eventually a fashion house that does a lot. But I wanted to start small to kind of just get the feel of like balancing and juggling the workload, and you know, like being a person that does so much and like you are the face of the brand, that's a job in itself, and then you have to run the brands. So basically what I'm saying to you guys is like I'm really learning a lesson in being disciplined, setting schedules, sticking to schedules, planning, all that stuff, thanks to the quarantine. We are working on a new spring drop right now, so I've been shooting a little bit for that. Now the thing is that although I am home, I'm still working from home 12 to 13 hours a day. And now because we're working from home and everything's digital, it's kind of like we have to, our workflow gets a little bit weird. So like normally I'd be off Saturdays and Sundays. So Friday night, normally when I'm wrapped for the week from TMZ, I am exhausted. Like Friday nights, it's rare that I'm going to do anything. Like I have no energy. I just want to sleep. My weeks and my days are long. So then I use Saturday and Sunday to kind of like, you know, full-time all day long focus on solo. So I shoot content normally those days. Last night, after I wrap from TMZ, because the photo shoot that we're working on, it has to be shot at night. So we went outside, and mind you, these are people that I've been quarantined with. I'm not working with a photographer or anything. We're shooting everything ourselves just to be safe. But we went to shoot, and shooting takes some time. Like I think people don't give, you know, content creators and creatives enough credit for the shoot that we're doing. There are 3 different locations. We got to the first location successfully. Amazing, looks amazing. When you guys see it, it's going to be dope, like all that. But it took us at least, I think, like 2 hours just at the first location, and we didn't get there until like 8 o'clock. So mind you guys, I have to be up, dressed, and I mean like dressed, full makeup, hair on, ready. Like she has to be go, all of that by no later than 5:40 a.m. because I log on to do like a tech run through for my first show at 5:45 a.m. If I do not get to bed by a certain time, my day, like I can feel it in my day the next day, like okay, I'm not all the way there, right? So we decided to just wrap by like midnight because I was like, I have to get to bed because I'm up at what, 5 o'clock ish, and I don't get off work until, like, we don't wrap until like 4, sometimes 4:30. So like y'all can imagine, like that's a long freaking day. And after that, I do social media stuff for Season of Solo on my Instagram. So I make sure before I go to bed, I have like our posts, well, on the great day, I have our posts scheduled. I've replied back to DMs and comments. I've looked at who's ordered stuff that day. Yeah, so I've been worn out all day today, and a big part of the reason why I'm so worn out is because, like I said, discipline. I had allotted Saturday to shoot, but I've also been really in here trying to organize and get my workspace together so that, you know, I can just think better and plan better when it comes to content. When it comes to, I'm doing like 50 freaking panels a month on Zoom right now, and like being able to shoot the show, like just everything. Organizing, being like, just having everything in a set place and planned is becoming so much more important to me because I'm literally in the same 4 walls all day, every day, 7 days a week now. So I really don't have the mental space nor the physical space to just be all over the place. So what I've decided that I'm going to do is, number 1, I'm going to I use my phone calendar a whole lot, but I need to go through my phone calendar and delete things that no longer make sense. Like there are certain bill payments that pop up and certain content things that reminders. I need to go through and clear out my calendar. I really need to upgrade my phone. Like little stuff like this, I need to upgrade my phone. I'm eligible for like 5 upgrades at this point. I also want to go and get like an actual planner. I always buy planners and never really use them, but I really feel like now that I'm sitting still, it could serve me so much good. Even like, not even because I have so many places to be, because we don't, but just like keeping log of like, you know, conference calls that I'm on, Zoom panel, just the things that I'm beginning to schedule around work, and just reminders, like especially when it comes to like Season of Solo, like our clothing, you have to be on a schedule. Like certain pieces that we have should be out right now, but like I just started shooting them. All my fault, nobody else's fault but my own. I'm gonna go through, clean out. I want to clean out also all of my emails. I feel like I got a lot of junk mail that, like, you know, you're just on the go, you don't even have time, it annoys you, but you don't have time to clear out. I need to clear off the storage on my MacBook so that I'm able to edit and post a lot more and more efficiently. What else did I say I was gonna do? I told myself that I was gonna start being in bed every night by, at least in bed by 9:30. Even if I'm not sleeping until like 10:30, but it's 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna start that tomorrow. Get life organized too. Like, I got a bunch of storage things coming to help me store so much clothes and stuff that I have here. I'm gonna stop being like, oh, well, you're about to move, you're about to move. And like I said, I'm getting my little dining room area set up to make it like a, I'll have like, you know, like a mini showroom. And like, I want to get a MacBook desktop to be able to edit better. And I want to make it where I can like shoot in here, and it kind of gives off like cute content creator showroom vibes, like shoot photos and videos and, you know, like just little things that, you know, because I'm not going outside. Like, I was outside the other day for the couple pictures we took, even with a mask on. I felt like, okay, time to go, sis. Yeah, so those are the things I'm doing. If y'all are doing anything at all during this quarantine after realizing that like you need some more discipline and some more planning in your life, let me know. I'm open to tips, learning as I'm going. And I think that like, because I was thinking about this when I was washing my face and doing all that stuff, and I was just like, it's so crazy because at one point I was like looking for stuff to do. Like, I was literally trying to find anything to do to keep busy, because I'm a repetition person. Like, I want to always be doing something that makes sense so that I'm learning and I'm growing. And now it's like, damn, I'm just trying to find time to hang my clothes up. So like, I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. To even especially still be that way in the quarantine is a big blessing. Big blessing. And I feel like I'm being prepared for something. Like, I'm being prepared for the life that like I always said I wanted to live. Like, a life on go, a life, you know, being booked and busy all over the world and all that type of stuff. But while I'm being prepared, I just want to really take heed to what I'm being prepared for. And listen, you get so in the thick of the things that you're doing that things should start looking like this. So now that I'm able to like, not even slow it down, but just, I got more time. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Those are the things I'm doing. Discipline is important, y'all. Get disciplined. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are getting disciplined right now, learning how to better plan and strategize in your life during this quarantine, make sure you drop some of your suggestions below. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.